What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Blades and Beat. I hope all of you had a wonderful Thanksgiving, spent a little time with our friends, family, and of course have plenty to eat. Once it comes to food, I know there's some people that have a sweet tooth. Others, they like it salty and savory. Me, I like it spicy and hot. I love it when food makes me sweat, makes my nose run and my eyes starts tearing up. But have you ever considered of using a chili pepper to do your cutting and your prepping? What? Have you lost your mind? Yes, I have. After all, insanity is what makes life fun. Check out this little beauty. She is hot, she is sexy, and she can bite. This is the Kizer Chili Pepper. Designed by Swags. Savannah Lynn Swaggerty. She is a knife designer from Tennessee who recently collaborated with Kizer about a couple years ago. And in fact, I have one of her earlier designs. This one is the Swayback. Little button lock knife with a Warncliffe blade. And even after a year of use, there's zero issues and still have a nice solid lockup. Great knife to have. And that's what draws me to Swag's knives. Is that, well, each one of her knives are unique and different, unlike most of the knives that you see. Like, for instance, this chili pepper. First of all, it's eye-catching. It's definitely something that will stand out from the crowd. And what it is that it just comes down to this nice curve and give it that unique look to make it resemble, well, like a chili pepper. It does come with two different color variations. You have the red and you have the green. Just a little tidbit I found out from a farmer's market. Apparently the only difference between your green peppers and your colored peppers is that the fact that the colored peppers are actually the ripe ones. Who knew? Anyway, what this is that this is a button lock knife. And it comes with this bright red, smooth G10 handle. One thing I do admit, I am impressed by the quality of this knife. Again, it is a button lock, but the nice thing about the button is that it sits where it's almost flushed right against the handle. Therefore, you don't need to worry too much about it opening in your pocket. And you have your black liners right here. As you can see, it is skeletonized to reduce some of the weight. You do have this thin, deep carry pocket clip, which is the nice thing about it. It is reversible, tip-up carry. The only thing about it is that since the screws itself, it's not completely recessed with the handle, well, it kind of gets hung up right around here, which is not a big deal for me. What makes this knife unique and different from the rest is that there's quite a few ways for you to deploy this knife. And since this is a button lock knife, you can simply depress the button to open and close your knife. It also comes with this metallic ambidextrous thumb studs. And I think it looks pretty cool. It gives it that little accent, and it just gives it that bling, that touch of elegance without it being gaudy. You can either open it with your right or with your left. And it also does come with this little flipper right on top, which allows you to use it as a front flipper. And of course, there's always the classic pinch grip where you grab a hold of the knife and you simply let it fall. That's pretty cool, huh? You can spidey flick it. One thing for sure, this is one very fidgety knife. And once you open it, you have your 154 cm steel, which is pretty much equivalent to an S30V. Has your black coating, and I do like this upswept point right here. And once you grab onto it, it just contours right there in the palm of your hand, and you have full control over your knife. You have a little bit of a jimping at the top, which just allows you to choke up on it. Plus, the nice thing about this knife, it is just at that right size, that, for me anyway, to carry in my pocket. It's not too big, it's not too small. I don't know about you, but with me, I have a lot of things in my pocket already, so the last thing I want to do is carry something that's big and heavy to weigh me down even more. The size of this knife is roughly about 7 inches. You have a blade length of about 3 inches, and the handle length is roughly about 4/4 and 1/16. I don't think it weighs much more than 3 ounces. Compare the chili pepper with a sway back. As you can see, they are pretty much identical in size. One with a more of a worn clip point, the other one have more of a trailing upswept point. And the nice thing about it being upswept is that it's made for slicing. So whether you're field dressing, skinning a fish, or doing everyday cutting chores, you shouldn't have any issues with this knife at all. I've been carrying this for the past 2 weeks at work. Keep in mind, the boxes that I usually cut at work is usually a lot thicker than this one. And in fact, it's up to 1/2 inch thick. But as you can see, I have absolutely no problems cutting into this cardboard. Now, I haven't actually touched up on this for the past couple of weeks, but see what kind of edge it still have. There it is, folks. And that is what's nice about your 154 cm steel. It does holds a pretty good edge, and it does resist corrosion. So there you have it, folks. If you're looking for a way to spice things up and perhaps have a little flair to your EDC rotation, I think that Kizer Chili Pepper will make a good choice. Anyway, folks, that's about it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, please smash that like and leave your comments down below. Consider subscribing for some more knives, fishing, and kit videos. You guys take care. I'll talk to you later.